Welcome to this Windows and Computer channel, and this is to talk about the future of Windows 10 once again. A lot of people are asking me questions about what's coming next, and of course we still have those rumors of people saying, well, Windows 11, Windows 12. I saw Windows 12. There's a couple of people that actually pointed me to videos and saying, look, it's there. Well, all the videos that I've seen are not Windows 12. They're Windows 10. But they just added a skin that makes it different looking, but it's Windows 10. So once again, I think we can take this out of the general, questions and answer right away. Windows 11, Windows 12, that does not exist at all. There's not even a rumor. There's not even people working on it. So it's Windows 10 for the future. Once again, a lot of people saying, well, Windows 10 isn't finished. Why isn't it finished? And when will it be finished? These are always questions that come back regularly. And they are very simply there all the time because the people that ask these questions don't understand that Windows 10 is an evolving system. It's not like Windows 7 that had a version. They upgraded with the Service Pack, and that's pretty much the version you've had. It's something that they add and work on all the time. As for the future, this is the amount of questions that I'm getting all the time, and I think it's time for a little refresh. The first version of Windows 10 we'll actually encounter this year is Windows 10 version 2004. That version is to come out in April of this year. It's the first version we'll have this year. It's already feature complete. It's pretty much just being tested to make sure that it works well, but it's finished. And if you're in the slowing, you're at 2004, and that's it. And that's pretty much what we have. There's nothing really else that is to talk about on that version, except there's a few little features. Cloud recovery. This will be the first version to actually incorporate cloud recovery when you actually want to install Windows and you don't have a copy. Well, you can reset the PC using cloud, which is nice. Now we have Microsoft Edge browser, Chromium browser now available. Version 2004 will include it automatically in April. But anyways, everybody will have it before that. So that these are little things that are changing. Some improvements here and there, but the majority of what's in there is not going to be really big and not going to be, even though there's a lot. When you start looking at all the little stuff that they put here and there, there's a lot of little things. But for the most part, most people won't actually see anything special. There are some features that have been canceled. A lot of people have been asking me, so what's happening with Notepad? Apparently it's going to be from the store. That's canceled. Notepad is going to stay the way it is. You want to have a store-enabled Notepad. It ain't going to happen. There's going to be less in the infringement of what's happening with the disk cleanup. There is some speculation it would actually have more of a cleanup thing, including cleanup the download folder automatically, stuff like that. These are all things that are kind of not going to be there. Windows 10 2004 won't have a lot of new features, but yes, it will be a big version that will install. If you have installed in the past the May 2019 update or the different updates before that, you know that it's big updates. It's basically a reinstall of Windows 10. Well, version 2004 is going to be like that. What do we know next? Well, we can't really know much about the next version using now what is the Windows Insider program, because the fastering in the Insider program doesn't give us a clear idea of what feature is when. So you might be testing something in the fastering that is not even going to be in the next version. It could be in the version after that, or other versions of Windows. or maybe not there ever. It's a new way of testing in the insider rings. So that means fast ring insiders are not technically testing the next version. They're testing the future of Windows. It's a different way of thinking. But rumors and a lot of what I've heard and read is that the next version this year, after 2004, that will be April 2020, is going to be this October. And it's going to be the same thing that we had in 2019. We'll have a cumulative update. It's going to be kind of a service pack once again for this year's version 2004. And that version 2004 seems to be quite stable. Honestly, they're focusing more on stability. It's obvious, which means, well, maybe by the end of the year, the next version to move on will be 20H2, the next version this fall of 2020. What do we know after that? The only other version we know after that for sure that exists in the plans is 21H1, the first version next year. And what we also know is that now they'll always have these new versions ready way before the release date. So for example, Windows 10 version 2004, that will be in April, was finished in December. The October version for 20H2 is to be actually finished by June. And that will be like that for the future. Lots of testing and versions that are actually finished more in advance, probably to make sure that they don't miss on any dates for the future. What we also know is that there's not going to be as many features as there used to be in every version of Windows 10. We're now in a kind of a, probably some kind of, stabilization, if you want. We're in a new way of having Windows 10 with less new features, but I think probably what will be good for all of us, much more stable versions than some of the flaky versions that sometimes did arrive with Windows 10. So that's what's happening, and that's pretty much what we know of the future right now for Windows 10. That's coming for this year and next year. If you enjoy our videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thanks for watching.